Hello YouTube, Reddit Math here, and welcome back to some more Dungeons of Dredmor. Now, you may be wondering what we're doing here on the title screen instead of joining on level 2 as promised, and it comes down to me literally walking down to the second floor and getting murdered within moments and deciding that wasn't really a worthwhile playthrough. Based upon that, and the fact that we've been kind of getting curb stomped repeatedly, I decided to learn a few things from people wiser than myself, namely the Dredmor subreddit at r/Dredmor. And there was a recent build posted a couple of days ago at the point that I'm recording this that I want to go ahead and try out from there. Hopefully it proves to be a little bit more fruitful than our bumbling around that we've been doing. We're still going to be going rogue with no time to grind. And we're going to be doing daggers, swords, dual wielding, fungal arts, burglary, necronomics, and astrology. This is based on post submitted at the Dread Pirate Roberts build. I'll put a link to the thread in the description if you guys want to check it out. It's got some interesting build advice and strategies for using it, that sort of stuff in there. Basically, we're going to start off with some necronomics stuff early on, and that's going to be primarily what's getting us through the first few floors. It's primarily what's going to be getting us past really any point that we've gotten to on our own. So we're going to see how that works out. Now, as we've seen in the past with the necromantic abilities, they do a little bit of damage to you, but their level 1 for only 3 mana is way more powerful of a spell than you would normally expect to have that early on. The idea behind the build is that in addition to the necronomics stuff, we have also picked up astrology, and it's going to be the thing to prevent us from taking the necromantic damage all the time. So if we cast Radiant Aura, we now see that we gain a bunch of resistances, and some of those resistances, being of the necromantic type, should be enough to keep us from getting ourselves killed. This also comes right out the gate with not exactly a teleportation skill, but the ability to switch places with an enemy in front of you so that you don't get trapped by things like super early on. So we're going to give this a shot. Hopefully it leads to us making a little bit more progress than we'd been making in the past. Also, we've got dual wielding and a shiv. We should go ahead and equip that. And means that we can start to see a little bit more of what the game has to offer. So we've still got, pretty decent melee abilities. We're not entirely a squishy wizard, but certainly our spellcasting is kind of our big gun. Now, as you can see, we get like the pentagram around us and everything every turn that we move here, but it's not hurting us. We're just basically suffering from the blood debt. We've got like a reduced maximum HP, but beyond that, the lingering weakness there. Actually, not the blood debt, but the lingering weakness means we've got reduced max HP, but otherwise, we're doing pretty okay. We're going to be picking up some levels of the necronomics. There we go. Right off the bat here, in order to keep ourselves up by the end of the first floor, and those additional skill levels should give us what we need to make it through the first monster zoo on the second floor. Also got enough of trap skills to keep us alive.
Eat food to regain health.
Your life force is running out.
if I hit him, he dies. Okay. I was like, oh man, and I expected it to level me up. One of the reasons I kind of sauntered into that was the fact that I expected to get a full heal at the end of it. We are taking damage. That is not good. Okay. This looks like we overdid our blood debt a little bit there. Okay.
Haywire!
And let me just pause for a moment. We're going to eat something. Just ensure we don't get ourselves killed. Okay. And a little bit of loot to pick up. Awesome. And health is back up. Everything is swell. Also the fungal art skill, which isn't something I think we've used before. Basically, it greatly increases our chance to be picking up these mushrooms all the time, and they're just sort of cool little bonusy type things for us to use. There's some pretty powerful ones. So hopefully those enhance our natural abilities. Awesome. And didn't really need to eat all that food, as we were going to heal on the next lockpick. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and grab Nightmare Curse as our second level. The dreaded Sebastian Nightmare Curse causes your enemies to fall into a blissful slumber. Meanwhile, their brains are beset by eldritch things who cunningly replace their internal think meats with bees of evil. Caution, exposure to bees of evil may prove to have toxic side effects to the caster. Yeah, so bees of evil, that's a thing that we're doing to people now. Let's go ahead. Oh, I see. My, that's what happened. I didn't renew my Radiant Aura, and that's what caused me to take damage from that. Okay, I've got to be more mindful of the Radiant Aura as it gets taken off as I take damage. Now, just to confirm, okay, so it doesn't go down for me like taking damage from the blood debts off of Necronomicon as long as it fully blocks the damage. I assume it doesn't get reduced, but if I end up taking like a shot of physical damage or something, it goes down from that. All right, so we'll want to keep an eye on the amount of incoming damage, making sure that we are renewing that as necessary. And kind of as always, you're in a little bit of a precarious spot, you know, just on the very first floor when you're level 1, just trying to get the smallest inkling of an advantage so that you can kind of start thriving a little bit more. Also, we have a complete failure to maths going on here. I have 250 out of 250 experience needed to level up. I have not leveled up. I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty sure that that's wrong. Nice. All right. Got another level. We're going to use it for the third level of Necronomicon, the Mark of Chthon. With this spell, you can wear Chthon's Mark, which makes men mightier than mortals for a short time. Beware the cost, of course. Okay. We're going to go ahead. We're going to keep all these kind of at the forefront here. So we're going to swap this stuff out. Now, not a great description of what it does exactly. Go ahead and cast it. We see that there's an upkeep every 4 turns. And it's giving us big boost to our resistances. Does it give us? Yep. So our Necromantic is now up to 2, which is awesome with the combined Radiant Aura and the Mark. Additionally, we're doing a ton of different special damage types now. So our melee attacking has just gotten a serious upgrade. Speaking of upgrades, any of this stuff worth upgrading? Not really. I've got a wooden sword, I've got a shiv, and a fine linen shirt. I'll probably forget, I'm not going to lie. I'll probably forget that that's there. But... well, that's a spooky, spooky sound. Oh. Curse of Weakness. Okay. I'm assuming that's coming from the casting of the mark. It's going to last 14 turns. But it is not doing any damage to us. So, I think we're okay. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. Alright. I may very well forget that anvil is there. But if I can only remember, we'll come back to it before we leave the level and just turn whatever our best piece of equipment is into something a little bit bester. And hopefully that's the right choice. Got a bucket. Bucket provides a little bit of armor. It's not really our deal. It's actually reducing our mana regen just a little bit, but I think we'll be okay. And there was a chest over here. There were 2 chests over here. Red can't count. That's okay. And we got a mace. Now we're going to be, trying to stick to the weapons that we actually have skills for, if at all possible. But the reason that we sort of picked up... oh, wow. Yeah, we are a force to be reckoned with. The reason we picked up both daggers and swords is just the synergy of their sort of dexterous abilities with counterattack and things like that.
Heroic vandalism.
They're going to turn us into a character that can kind of do the squishy build that counterattacks and dodges a lot that I'd been so terrible at managing to pull off on my own. They should help us out with that. Now it seems like our mana... oh, and some flippy floppies. Awesome. Our mana is not sustainable with this on. Like, it's going down ever so slightly. Let's actually tweak this. So let's do away with the helmet and see, is that going to help enough? I'm going to pace in place here for a second. It is not. So let's get drunk. Oh wow, absinthe. Yeah, let's not get that drunk. Like a nice pilsner. That's the kind of drunk that I wanted to get. Yeah, we'll go with that. The absinthe is more of a, we want to completely refill our entire mana pool type thing. Yeah, as you can see, our melee attacks are suddenly very, very devastating. So that is pretty cool. Yeah, recipe for a knight's helm. Now, mana is back down. Let's drink some grog, shall we? We're now buzzing with magic. Dimensional keys. Another wooden sword. Baddie that never knew what hit him. Alright. So there are, it's not just cruise control for cool or anything. We've got some elements to the build that we need to be paying attention to. Largely making sure... oh, some gloves, no downsides to wearing those. Cool. Making sure that we keep an eye on 2 things. One being our mana, and the other being our related category of like the upkeep of things like Radiant Aura and the Mark of Chthon. Just because, as with anything, if we, get distracted and stop paying attention to them, it can get us killed. But in a very real sense this time, we're sort of playing with fire with the Necronomic skill. And if we misplay something, it can actually get us killed on the basis of just coming back to sap our life away. I find it kind of interesting. I don't remember ever seeing a death on the first floor before. And he's not hostile at all. It is peaceful and not attacking you at the moment. That's kind of interesting. Also, how did a sleeping blobby end up behind you? Anyway. Of course, as with, any peace-loving thing that we find in the dungeon, we must kill it. So, we're going to start this fight off right with a few castings of hexes. And I think we're going to need more booze. Yeah. I really can't help but internally hearing the old, gauntlet announcer decrying, that wizard needs booze badly every time I think about that. That wasn't actually something he said, but it would have been awesome if it was. Alright. I think more games should consider alcohol becoming the major way to heal yourself. Either mana or health. Why not? He who dares wins. Oh, I taste foul and I feel sick. Didn't seem to do anything, though. Maybe it stacked some lingering weakness and I just didn't notice because I already had lingering weakness. Who knows? Who knows? Checking the map. Let's go ahead and clear out this, upper left direction. Yeah, we've got a door up here we haven't been through. Go ahead and head this way. Yep, because it was basically... Oh, not a dead end. I thought this was the entirety of the room. I was very mistaken. Spellification turned him into a pile of ketchup and red mist. It's some very interesting stuff in the status logs from time to time, if you're paying attention. I do love touches like that. On a kind of unrelated note to Dredmor, there's a game that recently released a sequel for, so it's kind of on my mind, which was the gratuitive spaceship battles GSB game. GSB 2 just came out recently, and it had... Oh, I got to talking and I ran out of mana. So we're going to need 11 to recast it. You know what? We're going to just rely on the next level up taking care of that for us. As soon as we get our next level, we will be able to renew the mark. Anyway, during the space battles, there would be this constantly scrolling text that was going on. And although it was very informative and, good to read on that basis, it was also just very silly with... Okay, not taking damage. With the spaceship crews and things like that, constantly screaming out for help and that sort of thing. Oh, and we got another level up. Sweet. Let's see. So for our next skill, we want to do Lucky Pick. And the reason for that being the trap levels, as they're going to start to increase whenever we get off of the first floor. We want to be able to still disarm them. We've also got a perfect opportunity to recast the Mark of Dawn. Now, we're about to find out if my sneaking suspicion from earlier is correct, that in a few turns, the casting of the Mark is going to come back to hit us pretty hard with some curses. And then I think after that, after you get through, after you get through the Curse of Weakness kicking off, it's fine. It normalizes then. So, no big deal. You just sort of, I guess, don't want to have that happen in the middle of a fight or anything. You want to, it's sort of a penalty for trying to cast it once you've already gotten into the thick of things and sort of paying the maintenance costs and always having it up. Okay, and as you can see, we're not getting prompts or anything for the traps we're disarming. We've got a 100% chance to take care of those. So so that is going very well. Nice. Oh, and right as I say that's going very well, I then proceed to step on a trap and electromecute myself. Mark's still going. I wish I had just a little bit of booze. But I guess we're going to down some pear brandy and then recast that. It's basically going to get our mana all the way back up to full. We might want to be a little bit more conscientious of our usage of spells. I mean, I've got pretty decent melee abilities, so there's not a real reason that I should be relying on them. Unless I run into like a mini boss type enemy with one of the side quests or something like that. Maybe we'll worry about casting against them. Oh, Diggle popped up behind me and immediately regretted it. Nice. Okay. Hey, and a knight. Of course, this is doing a little bit more detriment to our own HP. We haven't quite gotten all of our counterattacking stuff in place yet, so we're still a little bit squishy when we get up close and personal. We're very glass cannon at the moment with, yeah, as demonstrated right there. One-shotting some enemies and things like that, but we can't quite take it as well as we dish it out. Alright, we must find the item new, the enormous vessel. That's what she said. But be warned, it is guarded by Lord Dredmor's trusted servant, Ezarng the Insignificant Loathing. Okay, it's down over there. It's guarded by somebody. I guess we might as well just go right to it. It doesn't look like we'll have an opportunity to loop around if we head the other way. So down over here-ish, we also missed a trap. Okay, this way, and then this way, and then up. And I'm gonna get Nightmare Curse ready, as I yet to use it, and we'll try it as our big gun. Oh, yep, there we go. He is Nightmare Cursed, so he should be sleeping and having nightmares, right? And then this caused lingering dullness on me, which is reducing my maximum mana as well as my magic power. Okay, fair enough. Put him to sleep anyway. Allow us to clear out the Diggle. Oh, and then Curse of the Mind. Reducing my mana regen even more. Reducing other stuff. Yeah, things are just bad all around, basically. Do I have any? Let's drink a couple of brewskis. And then, what do we want to do here? Also, that's not the right skill. Let's recast Radiant Aura. Takes us down to 2, but we're still regenerating mana, so we should be okay. Soul Price. Oh, man. Yeah, so a lot of the stuff is... Oh, and that's reducing... Ooh. That's actually reducing, both of those are reducing our necromantic resistance. Okay, so after we use that, we can use it to put things to sleep and run away. Because if we try to use it offensively, we're more or less cut off from the use of Deathly Hex afterwards. Just because... Ooh. For 11. Okay. We're cut off from Deathly Hex afterwards because it would do damage to us at that point. I'm going to use that to pop out of there. As I don't want to get in over my head We're a little bit low on resources all around. Beef ourselves up for a second. We just ate a grunge ear, gained plaid power, a bunch of resistances to purple square, to stubbornness, okay. Block chance and magic resist. And then got food tapping us off there. We'll go ahead and drink that and we'll pop back in. Now, lingering dullness is still in effect, but we are no longer not resistant. Oh wow, he has his own ranged attacks.
Your health is low.
Yep, he does. Okay. Wow. This side quest is no joke. Alright, we're gonna chomp some cheese. Eat a couple of apples. And our mana is going away. Let's go ahead and we're going to recast Radiant Light. We'll get that ready again. That's lasting 48 turns. Not very offensive, though. Not sure what inky things do. Or, I'm actually not sure what most of these things do. So, like, Plumber's Agaric. This is one of those herbal remedies that people take to make themselves bigger. Gave us Plumber's Strength, so we just got stronger. Nightcap. Replenishes mana. Okay, that's actually really nice for us. It's good to know that that's a thing. We could maybe chomp one of those whenever we're feeling a little bit low on mana reserves. Okay, so strength up. Nightcaps give us more mana. Inky Hog Lanterns give us brief invisibility. For just a moment, it's as if you were never there. Okay, so we can use it to get 6 turns to just like run away, basically. Or what we're going to use it for is getting back here. Although he ran away, so it wasn't super strictly necessary. We're also fairly far away from teleportation, so I'm going to back off from him so that if things go south, we don't die a horrible death. So 10.
Your health is low.
He's doing about 10 to us. Alright, pop out again. We're playing this safe. I have like every intention of finally making this game work for me. Like that's kind of the goal. We're already gaining health back from food, so we're just going to pass a bunch of turns here. We'll get another 10. And he has wandered. Oh, he's actually wandering towards us, isn't he? I wonder if he'll come all the way down here. No? No? Okay. I guess he doesn't want to fly over all that. Alright. Well then, we'll come back to him. Go ahead and eat another nightcap to ensure that things don't run out at an inopportune time. Oh, yeah, that's nice of you. If he was smarter with his ranged attacks, he could definitely get us killed.
Food to regain health.
Your life force is running out.
Okay, that's fine. We've got 2 health left. There's no reason to panic, although our icon... Oh boy, this is gonna hurt, isn't it? Yeah, we're a little worse for wear there. We're gonna chomp a manly sandwich to get our health back. Gotta pop Radiant Aura again. And then he is still not going to be able to reach us over here. We're going to start heading towards him. There's a random baddie in our way.
Critical hit.
but not anymore. Okay. And drink some drinks. Hello, Mr. Man. That's 3, 4,
Critical
and
hit.
Bob's your uncle. For Chewy, the poetry of waffles. I have always heard that waffles have the best poetry. It's really underappreciated. So, yeah, it's good that they're finally being recognized for their hard efforts in what's really a very difficult field to break out of. Alright. Diggle's done. And there we go. Okay. Now, that was actually, like, as side quests go, that was probably one of the most involved that we've ever encountered. We've probably had at least one really dumb death just not paying attention to the fact that those side quests can actually be hard, and that the enemies they spawned are sometimes kind of quite challenging. We got a burnt out wand. Not sure entirely how that'll play into all of our stratagems as things go on, but it's good to have nonetheless. Low on booze and mana as always. We're gonna nightcap, which I'm guessing is actually a pun on like several levels, which I'm only just now getting. So a nightcap obviously is like a drink that you have in order to top off the night. Booze in the game refills your mana. Cap is also the top of a mushroom. So in this game, oh, that was dumb. In this game, a nightcap is a mushroom that regenerates your mana just like alcohol would. That's actually kind of clever on a lot of different levels. Still nothing I really feel like enchanting, I'll be honest. Hoping... 6 of the cold resist isn't really worth beefing up either. Hoping to encounter a shop somewhere on this floor. Like, that would be the ideal scenario, is that there would be like a cool sword to buy or something like that that we might be able to pick up and carry us for a few floors. Got some... Hello, Mr. Bobby.
Critical hit.
Also, our mark wore off. I'm not going to use another nightcap for that. We're doing too much wandering around. We're just paying a lot of upkeep for something that's not doing us a whole lot of good at the moment. No, and another potential side quest. Is this going to be... we might not have explored something over there, but I'm pretty sure that's going to just be a wall. So we've got the monstrous regiment, Lord Dredmor's 27th Brigade, the Foited Blood, and their commander, the vile Crunk White, the President of Cinderblocks. Okay, I didn't know the Cinderblocks had converted to a presidency. I thought they were still a monarchy, but fair enough. News to me. The spawning of all those guys happened down over there. We're gonna head that way. About 200 away from being able to level up. Doesn't look like we're going to find a shop, which is disappointing because it means that it doesn't look like we're going to find any good items to buff. I'm not sure what we want to do about that. Like, I mean, I could get 2 enchanted wooden swords or something and start dual wielding those, but that doesn't sound like the best use of our abilities. What do I want to do here? So before we get to these guys, we're going to mark again. And that's going to mean that in just a couple of turns, we're going to get ourselves debuffed. There we go. Lingering weakness kicked in. Our radiant aura wore off. Oh, mana's still going down from the mark. We really want Radiant Aura to be on, don't we? Considering... Drink a potion of mana. Man, we are burning through mana. Alright, Absinthe it is. Radiant Aura up. And then our debuffs kicked in. He's dead. He's dead. Oh man, just one bottle of absinthe got us magically liquored. So that hit us pretty hard. Okay. A little bit weak. Uh-oh.
Your life force is running out.
We are losing HP. Due to the liquor? No, due to our Radiant Aura not being on anymore. Okay. Additionally, cheese log time.
Critical hits.
Got him taken care of. Now, these little things, like we've seen these before and they were bad, but now they seem to be the thing that produces mushrooms for us. Maybe they're a different little buzzy thing. I don't really know. I'm not super tempted to walk through the middle of them, though. Okay, and the others went up and over here. Okay. But after the side quests, we're pretty much going to be done with this floor. I'm kind of debating internally whether the best... I want to step out of that stuff. Whether the best course of action... Oh, crap. Nightmare Curse. Runaway time. Okay. We're alive. Things are fine. Alright. As I was going to say, whether it's worth it to maybe, like, head down to the next floor, and we're not still being fueled by booze, are we? Nope. Okay. And we are experiencing the dullness, so our mana is getting sapped a little bit faster than it should. Ugh. So many things to balance. I may not be smart enough for this build. That's terrible. Alright. Take us down to 7. We're going to go ahead and recast that, even though our mana is basically about to run out. That did a lot of damage. Okay. We're going to head this way. We're going to teleport off. Alright. We're just going to regroup. Things are going to be fine. Pop a potion of mana. We're going to eat a sandwich. We're going to pace in a circle for a second. That's up. Let's go ahead and remark. And then... that hit hard. Teleport away. Oh wow, they're like side by side. That's kind of funny. Pace back and forth. We're going to let ourselves heal. / let's go ahead and digest. Can I not? I can't digest because I'm taking damage. I'm not sure how that's working. Yeah. And now our... Oh, crap. He's just right there. Yeah, let's go ahead and run away from him. Okay, the thought from earlier that I've still yet to complete was... I'm not sure if I want to maybe head down to the next floor and then wait. Nope. Don't want to fight both of you. Wait for the opportunity then to like find a good item. Man, it's hard. Yeah, these side quests have been much more challenging than I remember them being. We're going to consume some more stuff. We're going to pace for a minute. Let's go ahead and recast Radiant Aura. I think that would probably be the best course of action. You know, I haven't forgotten that the anvil existed like I thought I was going to. Encountering the second one probably helped quite a bit with that. Let's go ahead and... If I could end your life from rain, I think that would be useful. Please get off the teleportation plate. Please get off the teleportation plate. Nope. Okay, he's not going to let me have it back. We're going to head this way. Attacking works. Get. Seriously? You're going to teleport me there? Yeah, he hits for like half our health every time, which is pretty bad. We're still up. That's still up. Gotta do another nightcap to keep it running. Eat cheese. Eat cheese. Sort. Oh, that's a regent. Okay. It's like, do we have maybe a wand that could help us? But not really. We could potion of dire empowerment. Oh, and we found a sandwich over there. Yep, that's going to be a thing we do. Drink. We are now direly empowered.
Your health is low.
Man, does he get to hit us twice? That's
Your health is critical.
not fair. Okay. Sandwich time. Grab the plumber's arrogant, but I think most of our damage is coming from stuff that's like not our burliness, effectively. Dire empowerment's gonna last 25 more turns. Okay. Hey you. Yeah, you. Way over there. I see you. There you go. Knock off one. Eat that. Punch him. Oh, nice.
Life force is running out.
Yeah, we can basically just take one hit, and that is all she wrote. So, food. Fairy Watcher heals you by way of tingling fungi. That sounds terrifying. Okay. Pace around a second. Pop back over here. Where'd you go? I know you're still here. Okay. Come on.
Critical hits.
Yes! And we got Frikra, the Saga of Earthquakes. And we leveled up. Okay. All of those are good things. So, again, we're still kind of following a build. We're going to grab Slime Herder by studying the lore of the slime herders from the mushroom jungles of Smome. You gain the ability to summon a fiercely loyal mushroom beast. You can also plant a greater variety of fungi. Alright, well that's cool. I like summoning things. Also, it's not... So is that doing damage in like a radius when I do that? It appears to be. Except like he's immune to it. Summon slime, your very own slime sometimes drops clouds of toxic spores. Okay. Except he's confused at the moment. Oh, right. The toxic spores cause confusion. Oh, except they can hurt. Never mind. They do things besides confusion. I was going to say, I also really like that it is not mana consumption and is instead a like 60 turn spell cooldown. That's going to complement what we've already got going on pretty well. So that does give us dodge chance, more HP, and more of that other thing. Eventually I'm going to learn all the symbols. Today is just not that day. Let's just put it on. So we lose a little bit of counter. gain some mana. What is that other symbol? Like radiant thing? I don't recognize that. Oh well. I think we're actually going to head to one of the anvils and buff the item that we just got there. That seems worthwhile, as it might be something we can actually use. If I could find a faster way, I would. I don't think there's going to be one.
Critical hits.
Whoa. Oh, okay. Summon slime, little baddie. Gotcha. Thought I like randomly walked over some traps, not paying attention. Sort of freaked out for a moment. It's okay. Oh, and did that got us to visual sight radius. Wow, so we can see farther now. Okay. That's going to be it for the buffing, I think. We'll probably go ahead with the idea that we'll head down to the next floor, and then if we can, let's go and turn off the mark when I need it as we're wandering around here. We'll head down to the next floor, and then if we find something cool and want to come back up to buff it, we'll just try to remember that we've got an unused anvil up here. Got our slime herder skill ready to be used again as soon as we get down to the next floor. So that's good. Didn't encounter any kind of shops, which is unfortunate, as we didn't get an opportunity to unload all the stuffs that we've picked up. But hopefully we see that on the next floor. Just doing a little bit of maintenance on the quick bars here. Put some cool fungi that we might want to use in the future. Guess we don't have a hat, right? Okay, an armor of torque. Still don't have belt or pants or any rings, so we're still pretty armor light at the moment. Looking forward to rectifying that on the next floor as well. Certainly feel very powerful, just a little teetering on the brink, which I guess is how you feel when you're playing with dark magics. But I don't feel super defensively strong at the moment, although I do feel pretty offensively strong. After picking up like one more level of fungal arts, we'll start to go into daggers and dual wielding and swords, and those will all be upping our dodge and counter chance. You can go check out the build and its information for yourself. Again, there'll be a link in the description to that. Props to the build's creator for coming up with that stuff. Hopefully it's going to lead us to victory this time. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode and you stick around for what I'm hoping is our run to the finish line. And if you did enjoy it, feel free to subscribe to continue to see more videos every day. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like or a comment if you have anything to say about this or any of my other videos. And I will catch you guys next time.